Okay, I'm just chilling on YouTube, right? I had to turn that flash off. It was pissing me off. Anyways, I was on YouTube and I seen this one thing. It was like Apple products. I'm like, okay, well, I'll watch it. Did you know that Apple had an iPad before the iPad? It was like a iPad precursor, if you will. I know. I thought the same thing. Okay, so the gadget was called Newton. Yeah, weird, because you would have thought it would have been called like Apple something, right? At least that's what I thought. No, it was called Newton. This reminds me of like straight up a Star Trek episode. I'm not even kidding. It's like a little Palm Pilot for the time. Okay, so it came out in 92. No, it was talked about in 92 and it was released in 93. And then when I can't even fucking talk. Then when Steve Jobs took over in 97, he scrapped the whole thing. Anyways, look at it. Literally, that's what it was. I'm not even kidding. And you had to, there was like a little slot for a cartridge. You had to put that in to be able to access email. Okay, so this is the iPad. Oh, there we go. This was the iPad of the generation in 93. And it apparently had very poor sales. And it had like this getting started cartridge right here that it comes with. But then you had to buy a separate one for email. But the cartridge goes right there. Okay, he's turning it on.
The Simpsons have done the meme of...
Okay, so it even came with the pens, like an Apple pen. It did not work as promised. Oh my God. This thing was fucked. It came with a VHS, and it came with several manuals. They were thick. Here, just watch it. He's gonna try and test out the whole writing thing, like, and then it converts to text. Priceless! Okay, beat up Martin. Brokerage. Oh my God. You were spot on! I can see why it didn't do well in sales. It didn't do its job that it was supposed to do. What the fuck? Apparently it was ahead of its time and people were like, ew, no. Like, we could do that ourselves. I mean, technically, people were doing it themselves up until that point, so they didn't see a need for something that didn't work. And I can get behind that. Plus, when it was released, it was already $699, like, for a ticket price that you had to pay, and people didn't want to drop that either. And I get that. I mean, shit's fucking expensive. But isn't that weird? I didn't even know that. You learn something new every day. That's pretty cool. I do want to give a shout out to Dank Pods on YouTube. He was the video I watched. Very informative. Honestly, go check out that video. It's just the weirdest thing. And then you'll be able to see all the shit that it came with. Oh, and those pens, you didn't get one. You got fucking 3 of them. And they were made out of steel, like a metal steel, whatever. Okay. Oh, we fancy. Hey, girl. Okay, that's all. Love you, bye.